Good to see everybody. We had the Chicago Vocational School girls flag football team out here today, which was nice. Several of the players were meeting with them afterward, and their captain is KK, so she got notified the other day that they were coming over here, so that was good to see those guys. Injury update, we have guys that are out for the game. We have Keenan Allen with the heel and also personal. He will not be traveling with the team. Kari Blasingame still out. Zach Pickens will be out. And Homer injured his finger the other day, and we're going to be placing him on IR. So he had surgery, and we'll be putting him on IR. And then Nate Davis was limited today. Hurt his groin again, injured his groin on, tweaked it a little bit on Wednesday, but he was working back in there today, so he was limited, and we'll see where that is game time. But the week was good in terms of the work week, Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday. I thought today was fast. Guys paid really attention to detail with their fundamentals, like we talked about at the beginning of the week. I thought that was really good. And now we're beginning our 48-hour preparation to get our all our mentals right and everything right in terms of going down there and competing against the Colts. So with that, I'll take questions.
Keenan, you said personal as well. Is that something that is short-term personal, or is that something that could affect him for a period of time?
Yeah, first of all, his heel is getting better. He's working back with the trainers. Speeds are getting better, cutting, moving, all that's better. And again, that's just personal for him. So that's where that is. But again, his heel's getting better.
And why do you think the offensive line is in just issues with the stunts? Because most of these guys have played together. But like that part of how you guys are trying to get better, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, it comes back to the fundamentals, when working on it, like I talked about, you work on those things that you need to work on in terms of where teams are attacking you and how they're attacking you. And you just get better at it. And you keep working on it as a group. And you got to know where your help is on offensive line in terms of with the slide, away from the slide, and all those things that we teach. And they improved this week.
Tevin Jenkins, good to go then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And how did Homer, was that injured in practice?
Yeah, in practice, yes, sir.
Matt, are you going to miss DeForest Buckner out there?
DeForest is a wonderful, wonderful human being, a great family man, and a really good player. And he's been all pro, he's been Pro Bowl, all those things, and he's a dynamic player. And yeah, so I wish him the best. Hopefully he heals up fast.
I know we've talked about this before, but you've described him as kind of the engine of your defense, and him being kind of the prototype. Can you explain just exactly what it is he does that made it that really made that defense click in Indy?
Yeah, so it's just the middle of your defense. I think when you have strong D tackles in the middle, I think it helps everything. It helps your run game, it helps you push the pocket in the pass, play action game. It just I believe that everything starts from the center and then moves out. Strong in the middle, then you're going to be strong everywhere else. And again, pass rushers can come from the inside, outside. I believe that too. But just having that center piece in the middle there to anchor that center of your defense is always helpful.
And how does it, as it relates to, I know Dexter is kind of the guy who's kind of that guy, and obviously you're seeing some impact now. How can you, how is he doing as far as getting, I don't know if he'll ever beat DeForest Buckner, but I mean, how far is he getting towards being at least that special guy?
Yeah, Dexter's in his second year, and he's really coming on, and he's having a really good year so far, and he's got some good pressures and a couple sacks and all those things, and I think that his work habits is what separates him. He's really working hard to do that, and then we have Billings in there. Billings in first and second down is a good pass rusher too. He's able to anchor in the run and be able to get some pressure in the middle and some push. So having those two guys is invaluable.
Matt, the time you've been around Matt Pryor, what does he bring to the table for you guys?
Yeah, he's a large human being, that's for sure. So he eats up some space in there, but he's really improved. He's one of our most improved linemen. And I know he's been playing and all that, but we really see improvement in him and what he's brought to the table in terms of his work ethic, his energy, and what he brings there too as a teammate. So super excited, for him, if he's working in there with Nate or whatever that might be, we'll see in terms of getting closer to the game. But he's really had a good work week.
Caleb has talked about that offense is getting close, and as a unit, they all feel like they're getting close to having some of those big plays hit or some success. Do you get a sense for what it would mean to have that start to work and to kind of unlock something for them offensively?
Yeah, I think it's a process. You go through a process of that. When you're a new offense together, I think it is a process. And we saw improvement last week, as we all did. And we're just going to keep improving, and getting that continuity, working together in terms of the route distribution, timing, protection, all the things that you need to be a successful offense. Running the ball more efficiently, getting chunk plays so you score points, converting in the red zone. That's all a work in progress because we are into our third game, and we're going to see progress this week.
And as an extension of Deion's question, how do you, as the head coach, sort of create the urgency for that improvement without having the guys feel overly urgent and start to press a little bit to get the breakthrough?
Yeah, our guys are super competitive. They're ultra competitive in that way. So they know what needs to get done on all sides of the ball. So this is a 1 week league, and you're tested. Every unit's tested every single week. With different skill sets, with different offenses, and it's important that you got to bring it every single week. 1 week doesn't lead to the next. You got to prove it every single week, and that's no different for anybody on our team.
And with Amagachi, obviously he's a guy you would have loved to have gotten him in a preseason game or had a full training camp. Is he at a point where if you needed him to throw him in a game, you're comfortable doing it? Again, not ideal, but has he gotten to that point where he's ready?
Yeah, I mean he's really close. He's been working his tail off. His fundamentals are getting better. We love his length and his energy and the passion that he plays with, and he's been doing good. And I've been asking the defensive ends and the D-line coaches about him pretty much at least 2 or 3 times a week about him, and it's all positive, and he's getting better. So it's good to see.
What's the week been like with Caleb, who I'm sure wants to be this far along now, but yet it's moving that way? Like what's been your messaging that way?
Just be steady. Just be steady. NFL, if you want to ride the roller coaster, you can, but you don't have to. So you got to be steady. You got to make sure that your process and your plan comes together. Caleb's 22 years old, so he's going through this for the first time, and he's learning that process and plan. He's got a good plan. You just got to stick to it. Go about your business. You can't listen to this or that or the other thing. Can't listen to the outside noise. You got to do right and keep doing right, and then you'll get the right result. And he's doing that. And I was really proud of him, the way he worked this week and the way he put together with the coaches this game plan with everybody else. So it was good to see.
What did you learn or confirm about Rome last week as he dealt with an injury and then fought his way back and got himself available?
Yeah, just the confirmation of his mental and physical toughness to be able to go out there and do what he did, basically play every snap for the most part, and then come back the next week and just keep working. And he's going to start making some big plays for us, as we saw, and toughness.
And just to circle back to Keenan Allen, are you concerned that his situation, which are personal and the injury, will linger and could this be bigger than you thought, or is it still?
Yeah, I don't see that. I see it. He'll be ready when he's ready. When the body tells him. We have a really good training staff, and those guys get him back as soon as possible. And he's been working diligently to get that done. And the process will get him on the field. He's been on the field. He's been moving. He's been cutting, and we'll see where it goes next week.
Man, you guys faced Nico Collins last week. He had a big game. It's a similar body type of Michael Pittman this week. What kind of challenges does he present to you guys in the second?
Yeah, I mean everybody's got one, right? Or 1 or 2. So they got a couple. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. Those guys are big and strong. Michael Pittman is tough as they come. I'll just tell you that. And he's always a big challenge, because he can run after catch. He's a big body throw guy. So it's going to be a big challenge for us.
Matt, where's Roshan at? Do you expect him to get more run now that Homer's on IR?
Yeah, Roshan looked good last week. We were excited about what he looked like last week, and he looked better this week. So it's going to be good for him, and we'll see what the rotation is as we go. But we got some good plays for everybody, so it's be good to see those guys.